If you are a Premier League fan, you have most likely heard of Adnan Januzaj, and you probably remember his amazing debut against Sunderland where he scored 2 goals, including an unbelievable volley to take the lead after United were 1-0 down in the first half. That season, he carried on to impress in the Premier League, adding 2 further goals and 3 assists to his tally. He also made his Champions League debut and was even called up to the 2014 World Cup by a star-packed Belgium national team. He was only 18 at the time as well, guys, which just shows how young and talented this guy actually was. If you take a look at his first season, he had more chances of becoming the next big star in football than chances to fail, and in the season where United was awful under David Moyes, all eyes turned to Januzaj in hopes that he can be the future leader of this team and he can save them. Now let's pause for a second. This is where I like to say Januzaj was very unlucky. The desperation of United fans to see the club recover from the departure of Sir Alex, losing Cristiano Ronaldo, was at an all-time high, and you know, with United having one of the biggest fan bases in the whole world, well, at only 18 as well, you know, with such social media exposure and everything, you are going to feel that pressure, and at the time no teenager has gone through that. The greatest players of today, such as Messi and Ronaldo, came into the scene in a well-functioning team with a well-functioning environment, with players ready to pass on the torch to them. Now Januzaj, he had the complete opposite. Now back to the story. As if it wasn't hard enough, things got even tougher for Adnan Januzaj when Van Gaal was appointed at United. Van Gaal used a total of 37 players in 12 games and was constantly switching from 4-3-3 to 3-4-3 to 4-2-3-1, and no one knew what was going on. Even players like Di Maria, who joined on a record fee at the time, who literally carried Real Madrid to win the Champions League trophy, could not play under Van Gaal. Imagine what it will feel like to play under such an inconsistent manager with so much pressure on you, with the world thinking you must be that guy to just take over from where Ronaldo left off. Januzaj made a total of 18 appearances in Louis van Gaal's first season, failing to score or assist, and I guess people were no longer so convinced that he would replace Ronaldo, and those hopes would completely end on the 1st of September 2015 when a guy called Anthony Martial joined United, and we all remember that guy's debut. So at this point, no teenager at that time had to deal with so much pressure from fans who were looking for a savior, and no talented teenager like that had to work under a manager who for a whole entire season couldn't figure out his best 11. Like I said, up to now, very unlucky. As the next season started, Januzaj made 5 appearances for United and scored once, and even that wasn't enough to save his United career. He even had a pass success rating of 88.1% for United, and Van Gaal, you know, who was all about possession and good, you know, efficiency in passing. If a teenager that can already do that doesn't fit your system, then I don't know what does. I guess Schweinsteiger and Schneiderlin did more. He was then loaned out that season to Dortmund, where he made no Bundesliga start, only 6 appearances off the bench and still assisted once, and also played very well for Dortmund in Europa League. However, Dortmund didn't want to carry on with Januzaj the season after, and he was loaned out to Sunderland by United. He made 25 appearances for the Black Cats in the season, which saw Sunderland get relegated, and assisted 3 times. But again, there is not a lot of progress to be made when your team is getting relegated. There's not a lot to be learned either. Real Sociedad came in with a bid of £9.9 million, which was accepted by United, and this is where things finally took a positive turn for Adnan Januzaj. Although Januzaj has had to deal with injuries this season, he is currently having the best season yet. In 4 appearances in the Europa League, he has assisted once and is averaging a 7.38 match rating also has picked up man of the match once already. He clearly enjoys playing in European competitions. He has also played 15 games in La Liga, scoring twice and assisting 3, averaging a 6.92 match rating, which is also very, very good if you're considering our season as a whole. He's also picked up man of the match twice. So after such a career where he's, you know, either experienced a bad team around him, he's either experienced an inconsistent manager, a team getting relegated, teams not really accepting him like Dortmund, and you know, managers not accepting him like Jose Mourinho. I guess he's finally found himself a place where he could finally reach his potential. And guys, he is still very, very young. He just turned 23, so his career is still there, man. His potential is still there. I believe if he can stay injury free, then he can definitely work towards being a star, because the glimpses that he has shown so far and what I've been seeing from him this season, I definitely believe in him, and I definitely think that everyone should give him another go. He's dealt with pressure that no teenager at that time has dealt with, and to me overall has been just unlucky. If Januzaj came through at United under Sir Alex Ferguson, I think we'll be talking about Januzaj as one of the best youngsters in the world.